Hello, I am King Mac, and I'd like to thank you all for watching this feature presentation on YouTube. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries and a nice soft drink. Thank you for watching, and now here is our feature presentation of TTBurger game reviews on YouTube.
We're back, everybody, with more TTBurger game reviews here on YouTube. We're continuing my Fighting Force series review, episode 170. This is the final part 2 of 2. And I know there's been a lot of 2-part reviews, but I promise you there'll be more multiple reviews and more than 2 parts to in the future. That's all I'm saying there. And before I get started here, I want to give a shout out to my YouTube users SubzeroMNX and FreeGreenHD for SubzeroMNX for providing the voice for King Mac, and FreeGreenHD for making the video with the talking hamburger. That's free to you to start that, and I give you guys credit anyway. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. We have a lot to talk about here for the final part, but before we even get started here, you probably all missed what happened in part 1, right? Well, make no worry, because here we are with a hot and fresh TTBurger recap, ready to be served for the Sunday barbecue. Show y'all what you missed. I took a look at Fighting Force, the PlayStation version, and gave it a 7 out of 10 because it was a simple, fun beat-em-up brawler, but it can get repetitive after a while because it doesn't really change much and stuff, and it's short. But still, it is still considered a game, and I definitely recommend you all checking it out if you can. But now we're gonna zoom ahead to the year 1999. Where we're going to get the sequel of Fighting Force, which is on the PlayStation and the Dreamcast. And we got it right here. This is Fighting Force 2, once again by Eidos Interactive and Core Entertainment. Let's get started. I will say this right now, Fighting Force 2 fucking sucks so much. The first game had its quirks, but it was still fun. This game is not fun. Not at all. They turned this game from being a fun, hokey beat 'em up to a game that takes itself way too seriously and comes up as a failure. This game was so fucking boring that you won't see anything beyond the first stage. I'm not kidding. That's all you'll play the first stage, won't even finish it, and you'll get this. The game is so boring that'll cure insomnia too. But we'll talk about that later on. The story of Fighting Force 2 stars Hawk Mason, who was a playable character from the first game. Just an FYI, none of the characters from the original Fighting Force return. Not Alana, not anyone else. Only Hawk. The story was very hard to follow because it's just so complicated. It talks about human cloning and a future technology at Nakmishe Corporation that develops bioweapons and not really anything else. The story has nothing to do with the game's first story. Dr. Zhang is not in this game except mentioned one time and blah blah blah, yada 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 yada. You know we're off to a bad start here when the game the story has nothing to do with the first game's story's not in this, nothing to do with it. But story's not everything. Maybe it gets better, right? Maybe it should get better, right? Well, guess what? You're wrong. Let's continue. Presentation of Fighting Force 2. Blocky graphics, boring environments. I mean, sure, like the PlayStation is understandable, but when you look at the Dreamcast version, the Dreamcast was capable of putting better graphics than that. I mean, I know graphics weren't everything, but still, it was so blocky for a 1999 game. It looks like it came out for a launch title for the PlayStation. I mean, look at this. Blocky character models, especially the enemies look all generic, and the environments are just boring. What happened to the cool, colorful backgrounds that you fought in, like subway trains and airports and airfields and stuff, and like streets and like big-ass mansions and stuff? Not here. Not here. Cutscenes look okay. Lighting can be a little bit dark, but still not really enough to save the game. Sound, to be honest with you, my fellow viewers, I do not know what to say about the sound. There's sound, but it's not what to say about it. The voice acting is bad, but it's not bad enough to be bad. Same with the music and stuff, so I can't say anything else about the sound. Gameplay, this is where Fighting Force 2 really falls apart. Like a cheeseburger covered with mold that's so gross, you don't even want to touch it, even look at it, you just want to walk away in disgust, feeling sick to your stomach. This game is a bore fest. So boring you can cure insomnia. You play as Hawk Race and go through levels killing the same generic enemies over and over until one of them drops a keycard for you to move on, and yeah. I mean, I know it is a beat up, but the original Fighting Force had more variety to it. This does not. I mean, sure, it's cool how you can break stuff in the environments once again, revealing health power-ups and weapons, which kind of weird to like when you find weapons and like guns and everything nice, like in computers and stuff like that. Which, yeah, the future technology where there'll be computers where you can store weapons and everything like that inside the monitor. Funny, I know. Yeah, but we gotta continue here. First off, Hawk moves so damn slow, like his legs are made of metal, like he's a robot that they turn the on button on, and he's basically just walking along on the beach on a sunny day and stuff before coming home for a barbecue with cheeseburgers and fries and everything like that. Just walking along, it just feels like he's walking along to the beach, and there's no run button either. So yeah, Good luck trying to move any faster, because you can't move any faster. You can't move faster. You move so slow, like you're walking along to the beach, and stuff. It's just like speed up for crying out loud! Sorry. The controls are just awkward. Half the time, they don't work, and they swap the buttons around. So sometimes you'll mistake the wrong buttons like that, and you'll end up wasting ammo. Especially if you actually use grenades too. That's the worst part. And also to change weapons, to get new weapons, just complicated. Sometimes you can press the triangle button. Other times you hold down still, and like if you can actually get rid of the wrong weapon and stuff. Like you have a variety of weapons, like I said, axes, hammers, knives, grenades, machine guns, pistols, stuff like that, and they have this awkward aiming mode where you use you can use like aim weapon stuff. Just seems a little awkward, kind of stiff is what I mean. But like, the weapons are cool and stuff, but it doesn't make the game fun though. Levels are long and boring, which is why you'll mostly quit before beating the first level, because it's just a bore fest and stuff. The same thing over and over. Find the same enemies, use your weapons, and blah blah blah. And the save system sucks. Yeah, you think with long levels with the checkpoints, think you save the checkpoints, but nope, only after you beat a level. Also, no multiplayer this time. Last time you had co-op. Here there is not. It would have been nice if there was co-op this time, which is a big disappointment here. I mean, I just don't know what happened here. This is a major disappointment as a sequel and a video game. It's one of the worst sequels ever. Next to like Clock Tower 2 Struggle Within, which isn't really a sequel, but still, it's one of the worst sequels you could ever play. Just terrible. Final thoughts here. If you thought this game was gonna be fun like Fighting Force, think again. This game is nothing like Fighting Force at all. It's just a game with Hawk Mason in it. Just to people who wanted to play more of it and stuff. It ends up being worse than its predecessor, and you can pretty much avoid it. You just be forgotten about. Just avoid the game at all costs. I'm giving this game a super low rating. You want to know what I'm gonna give this game? You really want to know? A 0.5 out of 10. A 0.5 just for the weapons and the graphics, and that's it. I mean, how could you make a game this horrible? They didn't even the sequel made the first Fighting Force. What happened here? Tell me what happened. I don't know. But I honestly, God, don't know what happened. Why did they do this? I don't know. That's pretty much all I gotta say. You know what to do, people. If you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. Join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, and also to join my Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, where you can get updates on the channel and more. So if you want to join, feel free to like feel free to like hit the invite button and I'll accept it and stuff like that and stuff if you meet the requirements and stuff. Definitely. Pretty much all I gotta say is Tony. Peace out. Have a great day. See you all in episode 171. What will I cover then? Find out. That's all I gotta say. Peace out, everyone.